what you're seeing here though is a non-SFPD shooting. So everything up to the point of where CSI comes, in the SFPD shooting, the DA's office is the lead. In all other shootings, it reverts back to how it was prior to how we had an MOU. So SFPD would take the lead. Again, what's really interesting or maybe a big difference is the FBI is involved. They're their own law enforcement agency, they're federal. They have different laws to follow and different regulations, so they actually have a concurrent jurisdiction over this. So this is not solely being investigated by the DA's office or SFPD for that point of view. We would, within 10 days, give a town hall. We'd announce who the officers involved were, unless there was a credible threat against those officers, then we would withhold that. We've not done that since we've started the town hall several years ago, and any body camera video that we had or any other type of evidence like that we would show to the public. So as you can see, it's a little bit different. You know, the FBI doesn't wear body cameras. We don't control. Even if they did, we wouldn't necessarily control that narrative because that's their body cameras, etc. So there's a lot of different things, which I understand makes everybody a little bit uneasy because not all the information flows. So as we try to make sure that we're being transparent and you can see what we're doing, not only by having the DA take the lead in our investigations, we try to get what we can out publicly to you so you can make up your own mind if you've been to one of our town halls, we generally take a very neutral position. You watch the video, you make your determinations. We don't tell you what to think. And those things are posted, so you can go back home and watch them again and again. So that's, I think, what's causing some of the concern. It's just a different circumstance because of different agencies involved.
Can you walk us through some of the just for folks who weren't necessarily following all the details, and obviously SFPD called to the scene. That evening, SFPD was in charge of the crime scene. At some point later, FBI jurisdiction. I just in terms of how the events unfolded, is there anything that you or Captain Pagano can share to update everyone?
I don't believe that the FBI took control of the scene. The group, and I believe they released a statement this evening, but the group that handles the FBI shooting is literally from Quantico, Virginia, their headquarters. So they come out to do that investigation. So they were not on scene per se. That's kind of why the DA's office, crime scenes and SFPD go out to preserve all that, diagrams, video evidence, etc. So that group was not present that day.
Can I ask a question? Why was he there in the first place?
I don't have that information.
Yeah.
So let's hold the
I don't want to hear no
questions.
shit. Why was he there in the first place?
The FBI, as the commander
Tell him to
indicated,
go home.
the FBI released a statement today. We invited them to attend to answer some of these questions.
Yeah.
They released
Why
a
was he
statement.
there?
And sir, can you just hang on till the comment period and let us try to give what information we have? Thank you. They released the statement. We've got copies. If folks want it. It does not answer the question that I think is on a lot of folks' mind, which is what was FBI agent doing at the scene in the first place. I have to ask that specifically of FBI, and we have not gotten an answer to that. We did confirm that the agent was off duty at the time of engaging and at the time of shooting. It's a relatively long statement, and honestly, I'm no disrespect here to the FBI, but I'm not sure it's the best use of our time.
No.
Because there's not a whole lot. I mean, it
No.
goes over more their procedures and all that. It doesn't really, other than confirming that it was an agent that was involved in the shooting. So we will go ahead. We have copies. Avery, of my office is grabbing copies there. So folks want a copy of the FBI statement. There. So Thank you, Commander Walsh. So, on the scene that night, Deputy Chief Bregard did confirm at the time that the SFPD was in charge of the crime scene. At that time, FBI had not yet taken over, and the San Francisco District Attorney's Office was among the first folks who were out there. So I want to turn it over and appreciate Andrew Law from the SF District Attorney's Office to add any information.
Thank you. Commander Walsh covered a lot of the sort of logistics, what happened typically with one of these incidents. Just by way of background, what our unit does, so I'm an attorney with the independent investigator. And what we do is we investigate officer-involved shootings within San Francisco. We are a sequestered unit within the district attorney's office, meaning that is what we do. We don't do the general types of cases that the Hall of Justice typically prosecutes, so we are focused on thoroughly investigating these types of incidents and reaching charges. And that is our role. As Commander Walsh noted, there's an MOU with the San Francisco Police Department. So if this would have been an SFPD officer, we would have been the lead investigator in that incident. This is not an incident covered by the MOU, so SFPD retains sort of the lead investigative role. It's even more complicated here, as Commander Walsh said, because we're talking about a federal agent, we're talking about a local police officer. In terms of information, there's not a whole lot that we can share aside from what the FBI said. We do know it's a federal agent that already been confirmed, but the investigation is very much ongoing. And I know that probably doesn't satisfy folks, but that is sort of where we are. So because it's not an investigation, there's not a whole lot of nuts and bolts types of things that we do. No, I think that pretty much covers it. I'm happy to answer whatever questions that you can. But like I said, at this point, it is sort of early investigation. When we do actually have appropriate information, we are looking at whether it's a violation of state law. We're not looking at whether there was a violation of federal law. So we are looking specifically at whether there was something that would have violated something that in California.
My name is Mary Howe. I run the Homeless Youth Alliance. We do a lot of work in the Upper Haight with folks who are unhoused. It was one of our participants who was unarmed and shot repeatedly by the off-duty FBI agent. And while I'm going to hold a lot of our communications with confidentiality, I'm just going to say that the shooting did happen. He was unarmed. He was shot once in the lung and once in the abdomen.
Bullshit.
He is still in the hospital, and he is no longer handcuffed to his bed as he had been until a week later. And I think, yeah, this has deeply affected everyone. I think people who are unhoused generally feel unsafe and live in a very unsafe environment. They do not have the privilege of being indoors or getting information or asking questions or being listened to. And I think it's very unsettling, the lack of transparency that happens with an FBI-related shooting. There is zero transparency that will happen with this, and I think that's very scary and frustrating, that we do not know the officer's identity, that we don't even know what he looks like.